Hey everyone, it's Dustin here, the Pro Picker. So I'm going to share with you today what has to be one of the biggest trips I've ever made when it comes to the Valley Thrift Store, which is pretty much the largest thrift store in my area. I ended up finding so much. It was super busy and super packed in there, so maybe that'll come through in the video or not, and you'll be able to see all the tight maneuvering I had to do. However, I was able to find some really awesome deals and some stuff that's going to definitely produce some profit. Make sure to stay tuned until the end, where I'm going to do a complete recap on what I expect to make on everything, and let's go ahead and hit it. All right, so this is by far the longest line that I've ever seen at Valley Thrift. They do have the other entrance closed. Even with that being said, definitely a long line. I go ahead and grab my cart here and get in. And immediately I see a Sanjin, that's how it's pronounced now, radio. And this is a weather radio. It should sell for about $50, shipped to $60. And I believe it was $4.99. Everything is 25% off today. That DVD player, under the cabinet to the left there might have been worth looking at. I don't know if I did or not, actually. I know I didn't get it. I believe this is like one of those Ion, and it's like a tablet guitar, and I think it's sort of a wannabe Guitar Hero style thing. I do grab another weather radio, so it's a Radio Shack one, and I do okay on these. I typically get around $17 to $20. I don't pay much for them. This juicer they have $79.99 on, which even with 25% off is way out of my range. I'm going to note they had a stack of these sealed, and if you look on the screen here, there's 12 of them listed and 2 of them sold, so there's 6 times as many listed as sold. And they have it for $40, $50 priced, I can't remember which. And that's about what the 2 sold for on average, was around that $50 shipped mark. I think they looked them up, but they didn't look up sell-through. They're really slow sellers on eBay, and I just don't think they're going to have that much success at that price point. Maybe when they have a future half-off day, that's when they plan on moving those. These Clinique here, there weren't any heavy hitters, and they were asking like $11 for the bag. So even with the 25% off, I put it back. Most of that stuff I would have to lot together to just scratch out a little bit of profit. I do grab the Starbucks Frappuccino here. So I have a somewhat similar comp on the screen there, but not an exact one. They have 69 cents on it, minus 25% off. I think we're around 50 cents on that, so why not? Probably could have passed on the compact lot here. These are Mary Kay, and I think that would be what, $2 1/4 on those. I mean, I think we'll still make a few bucks. It's just not really where I'd want to be with them. The penguins here, and we'll come back to that vacuum. The penguins here were dirty, even though they were new, and I didn't want to deal with trying to clean them and everything. For I guess kind of a cost-benefit analysis, it wouldn't have been worth my time. The vacuum I actually picked up and dragged around for a little bit of time, and you'll see it again, but I do test it, and it just won't work. But these top flights here, they're only $1.50. They're like the yellow high-vis distance balls, and should get about 20 for those. And then I see these, so these are DPL flexes, and these are like arthritis back pain wraps. And they're gently used, so here's kind of some pricing decision making here. I priced both of them at $99.99 each, and so you'll see one sold for like $80 that was pre-owned, another sold for like $120 something, so I just kind of split the difference. Most of them were trending around that $80 to $100 range. However, these are gently used. Almost all of them have sold. The sell-through is amazing on these. There's only one other listing, and for a pre-owned, and they're around the same price point. And then there's 2 other listings as auctions, and a lot of people don't like to buy this sort of thing as auction because they don't want to wait 7 days. So I definitely pick up both of these though at $2.99 a piece. So just like the button said there, that was easy. And here I am testing this Eureka vacuum. It's the Cordaway. It doesn't fire up. It wasn't worth a ton to begin with, at least for how much shipping and annoyance that would be. But this waste management costume, and I know Halloween just passed, I've got a comp there on the screen for 60 shipped. A few bucks on it. Why not? It's pretty cool. And anytime a costume is worth 60 bucks pre-owned, you know, that's pretty decent. I do grab this Keurig, so I think I put a comp there for 55, and that's what I'm going to use for the total. However, I think there's a chance I may part that one out. I know I was just saying I don't buy Keurigs, but I'm giving it another shot, okay? And we're at like 375 on that one, so not too bad. I do grab that Healing Garden. As well, I grabbed this Mary Kay bag, and I come back around at the end and pick up another bag of Mary Kay products, and they were $30 a piece with the discount. And then they had another one that would have been $22.50 that I passed on. We already have everything listed from the bags that we picked up yesterday, and I'm gonna go ahead and throw those comps on the screen. I'm $60 all in on this stuff. And for some reason, I'm showing like the cheapest stuff in the beginning. But yeah, here's all of my listings, and we have sold a few pieces already. I have pretty good luck with Mary Kay. I did kind of pay up on this lot, but I would not have paid the 40, but 30 each per bag ended up being pretty decent. So I did grab this Waluigi costume. I just didn't see much in the way of licensing on here, but I see a bunch of different like morph costumes, Nintendo related costumes on eBay right now. I picked it up because there's a sold comp right there for 40 bucks, so why not, right? But then at the end of the day, you don't mess with Nintendo, so I want to make sure it's all on the up and up because I don't want to list that on eBay and get a Vero or even worse, a suspension. So not worth it. But I think it was listed at $5 there, so we're looking at like $3.75. And then this right here is the Bucilla, probably mispronouncing it, Santa. It's something that you put on the door, like a door hanging, and actually worth about $40. I always like to share comics when I find them out and about. I didn't buy this, but before we discuss this case, I'd like to request an immediate change of venue. So there's Welcome Lawyers. There's your comic relief for the day. I see these halogen lights after I look at the couple games here that I don't end up picking up. And these halogen lights are, they're headlights, and they're vintage old stock. I figure we'll get about $30 shipped on them. They're marked at $7.99, so I think, what does that work out to? Like $6 plus tax. So not the best, but not the worst pickup. I'm showing you the vast majority of what I picked up here. I did pick up a couple games, including Thief Deadly Shadows. That controller there is missing the battery pack. But this is really cool, actually. This is an interactive human body. And they had 99 cents and $1.99 on it. I don't know what I actually ended up paying. But yeah, it's missing the little bottom piece, which is a shame. But like, as you can see, there's a $55 basically dollar comp there. Shipped. Moving on over to the toy section, I see the Indiana Jones Complete Collection, and it is missing the Crystal Skulls one, thankfully. So I do end up picking this up. It was like $3.25 or something after discounts. It flips for $15, but I kind of bought it thinking I might keep it for me. It's always nice to have something around in case the internet's out or something. Haven't decided yet. At that price point, I wasn't going to leave behind a trilogy that includes one of the greatest movies of all time, Raiders of the Lost Ark. And then I see, and it's weird, it's in the toy area, this cologne bag. And If you look at the bottom of one of them, it says Carrington on it. That's like dead stock, worth about $50. And then we have some of the Givenchy in there. And even though it's a partial, could be looking at about $30 to $40 on it. So for $6.99 before discount, definitely grab that. Moving on to some actual toys here. This is the Alvin Sock Launcher Hot Rod, and there's 3 of them. I ended up only grabbing 2, and they're $4.99 a piece. So again, we're at like $3.75 each, and they sell for about $30 to $40 shipped. I almost grabbed the 3rd one here, but then noticed quickly it's actually missing the Alvin figure inside. So that's why it's important to pay close attention to this kind of stuff. I would have ended up just having to redonate that or pitch it. I thought the Tonka Bronco was really cool, but they had it marked at $35, and there's a rack that's supposed to go on that, and without the rack, it's probably worth about $40 to $50. So it's just not really the price point I can pay for on something like that, even though it was really neat to see. And yeah, before I head back to the register area, I find another Starbucks tumbler here. I don't really have an exact comp to throw on the screen, but we will include something in it for the total at the end. Here you can see my cart's overflowing. Just figured I'd share that with you guys. The brown thing's the little pullover zip up that I was wearing when I went yesterday. Hi.
Hello.
How are you today?
Great, how are you?
Pretty good. Bought too much, so we'll be here a minute.
Maybe.
Yeah. I think this might be the most stuff I found in one trip here.
Really?
Yeah.
You come here every Monday?
Most Mondays, yeah. I'm cheap, so an extra 25% off, right?
Right. 135.02.
All right.
Never mind.
All right. Thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you, too.
All right, guys. So I think that was a pretty productive trip to the Valley Thrift Shop. I found so much stuff. It was super busy in there, however. It was packed. So I spent probably a little bit over 2 hours in there looking around at everything. And that doesn't include even looking at shoes or clothing. It was purely hard goods and media and that type of thing today that I was trying to take a stab at. So with that, let's go ahead and get into it. So we have a total list price of everything I purchased today, and this is free shipping listing. So what that means, guys, is yes, they are paying shipping. We just bake it into the price here for the algorithm boost essentially and customer expectation. So what we're looking at is if it would normally be a $15 item and $4 shipping, we're going to charge $18.99. There's not much of a difference in what we're going to receive when it comes down to it. So our total list price is $9.95 and 11 cents. And we're looking at eBay fees once it all sells through. This is the key. Of course, this is all when it sells through. We as resellers will sit on inventory for months sometimes longer. And so the total eBay fees will be $129 and 36 cents. And we're looking at a shipping estimate, because remember, they are free shipping listings, so we have to deduct that, of $194 and a cost of goods sold of $135.02. So that's gonna leave me with a pre-tax, pre-Uncle Sam, once everything sells through completely, profit of $536 and 73 cents. And that's an estimate, of course, guys, but still, that is awesome for one thrift shop to be able to hit that and to have a bunch of items that I have fairly, I'm fairly confident of will sell through pretty quickly. Fingers crossed. So with that, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Please hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe. Turn on the bell notifications. Comment down below. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok at ProPickerOhio. And yeah, let me know what your favorite find of the video was. And with that, I'm going to get out of here. See you in the next video. Thanks again for watching. Bye.